Okay, we're going to thread the needle here. And I have a larger eye on the needle. This is my yarn needle. And I just twist the yarn and grab the end of it and put it in. Okay, and I've already marked my spots where I want to do this. Again, this is 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I put this in the 8th stitch. And then here I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be my hole. And then I'm going to make sure I sew the other parts. And this is reversible, so it really doesn't matter what side you start on. And I also have my tail here that I didn't weave in from my initial starting this. But all that I do is, hopefully you can see it on this darker color here, but I just go through and get this started. I hold my pieces together so that the stitches are lined up, and I go through back loop to back loop, and I just start bringing my yarn through. And then I'll go to the next stitch, back loop to back loop, and bring my yarn through. And I'm just going to quickly work through, oopsies, what am I doing? There we go. I had the tail stuck in that. Back loop to back loop. I'll work all the way down to the thumb hole. And then I'll show you how I carry my yarn around the thumb hole so that you don't have to cut your yarn. It's just really less ends to weave in and less things to come apart. And I did go down once and I came back the other way because I just wanted to make sure it had a little bit more stabilization. I didn't want things to pull apart. So here's the 8th stitch right here. That's right where I have my stitch marker. Okay, now all I'm going to do is weave my yarn. I'm going to put it underneath those stitches, weave it here. So I'm right here now. And then you just bring it through on the other side and go underneath the stitches. Okay, and then we're going to go, once we get on the other side of this thumb hole, then I'm going to continue doing the stitches that I just did to weave it back and forth. And then once you're done, you're going to weave in your yarn ends a little bit and on the inside and cut them off. And you'll be done with your fingerless gloves. So right here, oh, I gotta look. This is, yep, that's one. That's a yarn marker. That's the last stitch right here. Okay, and so now we're going to flip that out of the way. And we still have our stitches lined up. And I'm on this side. So now what I'm going to do is going to go through my back loops again. And then when I'm all done, I will remove the stitch markers. And now I just continue to go through my back loops until it's done. And like I said, I will, once I get to the bottom part here, because I'm going to make sure it's all lined up all the way to the bottom, I will come back up and then I'll carry my yarn probably up this side and then just work to the end. And I'll weave my yarn on one side in here and the other side I'll weave this in. I'll cut off the ends and then you'll have 2 fingerless gloves that you can use. All right, I hope that helps you join this, and I hope you've enjoyed the pattern. And if you're just watching the video first and not the pattern, make sure you go to the website, Pattern Princess, and get the free pattern for these. Thank you.